Hey Taurus, welcome to Black Star Tarot. This is your love reading for the month of May. Even though they say these readings are timeless, but today we focusing on May. Alright, so let's see what's coming in for love. Spirit, love for Taurus. What's coming in for Taurus? I'll take it. Ooh, I like him. That's true love right there. That's somebody who knows what love is, what it's about, how it's supposed to feel, right? What it look like. That is a person right there that's coming in for you, Taurus. The King of Cups. So this person, let me see, in the real world, he could be a counselor. They could work in healthcare. What else, y'all? Very romantic. Okay, could be a little spoiled, really into beauty and what things look like from the outside. This could be somebody who really like to wear nice clothes, always be dressed kind of cute, or honestly just real flow, like loose things, you know, for the most part, but they just always look good, right? That's the King of Cups. They look good. They like to smell good, right? They like to decorate. You know, they like to make things pretty, right? That's what they like to do. So it could be any of that, okay? Very visionary person, very creative. This King of Cups is. So let's see if we can find out more. All right. Messages for Taurus. Ooh, cards put up a fight. The Three of Swords, my lord. Somebody break somebody's heart here. I hope not. It's in the past, so hopefully things are getting better. Okay, I'm taking that world because I need to figure out what's going on here. So this is also somebody that may have broken somebody's heart. That's possible, you know, but there's a change here. We have the world, and the world represents all signs. So whatever it is that has broken somebody's heart here, it's ending. This is the end of its cycle. Okay, you've gone through enough, and because you've been through what you've gone through, the universe is like, here, you passed. Okay, you passed. Okay, so this King of Cups could be you. I don't know. He's in the upright, so he's normally would be a good thing, you know, in a reading, but next to that Three of Swords, this could have been a bad person. This could be somebody who may have lied to you, you know, cheated on you, you know, or you've done this to somebody, Taurus. I don't know, but it's a possibility. But let's get some more information. Let's see what this greater understanding is now, because the King of Cups is looking straight forward. So if you've gone through some type of breakup or a heartbreak, or you done dumped somebody, I don't know, I feel like it's in the past. And I also feel like, you know, whoever, like you're doing good right now. You're doing good right now because you do have the King of Cups, and he's a positive person. He's not somebody who's crying right now. That may have been the past, the heartbreak, but presently in the center of the reading, you have this King of Cups, and he's in a good place. He's upright, he's smiling, he's happy, he's chilling. And now I feel with the world coming in, you know, there's some type of change, there's some type of cycle, right? Some of you could be traveling if you've left a relationship, but you've completed something, you've accomplished something. Some of you could just be moving from this toxic relationship. I mean, multiple possibilities on the table right now, so we'll just see. All right, so this was an initiated change, right? Any heartbreak, anything that you've gone through in a relationship, the source is here, the Hierophant's here, so divinely guided. All right, divinely guided. Maybe something that you had to go through, something you had to learn, maybe something karmic, right? Maybe your emotions needed to be checked, right? Because you got the King of Cups and the Hierophant here, so maybe source was trying to get you more aligned and, like, you know, your emotions, right? Come back to center, right? Relationships can be tough, you know, they can kind of get our emotions all worked up, either in a positive or a negative way. It doesn't matter. Some relationships are great, they get along, you know, perfect matches, right? We see those relationships on TV. We see they do exist, but the majority of them is chaotic. So source could have brought this heartbreak on, you know, this change. There was some type of transition needed. Whenever source shows up, is delivering something. So I feel like this was divinely initiated. Some of you could be married. Okay, it could be a divorce. That's possible. Maybe some of you are filing for divorce, or I don't know. All right. So we got communication. So somebody's trying to speak with you, maybe about the situation. Pages usually bring messages. They also could be spies. This person could be younger than you. I can see that you could be getting communication about a divorce. That's a possibility here for some as well. Okay. There's a new start. I was thinking this. Why did this come out? I thought this was going to be this, but it didn't. When I looked down, it was a Page of Swords. I don't know why I was looking for that, but I was. But this card represents like fantasy. It could also indicate, you know, an indecision. Okay. I'm feeling choices, to be honest. Like, that's kind of how I'm feeling. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like your future is getting better, you know, because as we go from here to here, which is how I read the cards across this way, you know, you have this World card on the end, and that tells me, like, this is the future for me. This side of the table is the future for me. And so if you're wondering where I'm getting this shit from, I'm getting it from what I see, how I read the cards, what they mean to me, okay? It will relate to some of you out there, you know, so that's the good thing, you know, because frequency, energy is connected, but whatever. So I was thinking about the Seven of Cups, and you got opportunities. You have a new world, you know, coming in your future. I get it. Like, somebody's suffered here in some way, shape, or form. And let's see if we can get a little more information. But I just feel like things are getting better. As you progress, things are getting better. It's almost like a look at the World card. Like, she's looking back at the cups, like the King of Cups, like, I'll see you later. Like, her body's facing this way. She's walking. She's still looking good. And she's just looking back, like, I'm leaving this in the past. The heartbreak, this relationship, this marriage, I'm leaving it in the past. It can just go ahead on it and go. All right, so you got victim. Well, oh well, you could have left somebody. Like I said, with the World here, there's travel. So you could have left somebody, and maybe they feel like, you know, you abandoned them, okay? Maybe you left them alone. I don't know what you did, but, you know, somebody feels victimized in some way, shape, or form. All right. Third party, so definitely a cheater here, because we have the Three of Swords, which does represent that, cheating. And you have the third party card, so this could have happened last winter, maybe even just as early as this spring as well, okay? And I say that because spring is on the bottom of the deck, so that's a possibility. I don't know. You got communication here. So some of you could hear from somebody. Some of you could have even heard from the third party themselves, and maybe, you know, narcissistic, you know, people turn this around. They want to be the victim. So some of you could have gotten a call, you know, from, you know, a third party, and they communicated that there was some type of, you know, cheating. And then I feel like whoever this person who's acting like they're the victim, I feel like they regret in some way, like, what they did. But right now, I feel like you've cut them off, like, completely. Like, you moved on, you have more options. You're just looking towards new things now, okay? Looking for something fresh, something new. This person is, you know, in a positive way, you know, dead to you, okay? So we have dreaming of you, read between the lines. A lot of you may have been having dreams probably about this situation. I think the red flags were probably there. And you were being drawn to kind of, you know, check things out. Like, you just felt like something, you know, wasn't right. So you may have had some, you know, like I said, got some communication. Maybe you heard something, read something. Maybe you saw something online, because the Page of Swords does speak of online. But I felt like, you know, you were kind of seeing some of the signs. So you have a new world heading in, new opportunities, you know, things that kind of align more with you. You got the Seven of Cups, so Spirit is just like, look, just make a decision, make a choice, pick something. You know, just pick something out of the cup, move on with your life. You know, you're in a new cycle now. You've learned your lessons. You know, everything is great. So you got growth and expansion, and you also got the card of fear. So if any of you are feeling like maybe not wanting to get into relationships again, I feel like I get it, because you've probably been through the heartache, but it's a lot out there for you, right? This, you know, you don't have to be afraid of a new connection, because you know you learned a lesson. You can spot out a little rotten rat, right? So don't be afraid. All right, so Taurus, let's get you some couple messages before we go. You got, you know, a whole new start. Look, you got a serious offer here. That's cool, right? You have a serious offer. So there's somebody, you know, or it could definitely be the old person, right? Trying to get back in, because you know that's going to happen, right? If it haven't happened already, you know, the old person's going to be like, hey, give me a fresh start, right? Let me start, right? The Fool. Yeah, these cards is crazy. But anyway, yeah, I saw that. Like, I can see that. And this is where you should have some fear, right? If this person asks for a new opportunity, fear that. Because I feel like they're going to keep you from your growth. All right, Taurus. So you have somebody you're probably letting go of, right? That same person probably trying to come back in this month, right? They may be asking for a new opportunity. Some of you were married to this person, like I said. But as far as the cards are saying, like, you got change coming in. You've completed something, walk away. You have the world, you have growth and expansion, and you have like tons of opportunities. Like, you know, that's a major, so it matters. All right. So this is what you should be looking at right now, not this relationship. You know, what the universe is handing you now. This relationship, old news. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.